4th down, the final play, unless they can stick it in the end zone. Dorsey under pressure, throws it, incomplete. The Buckeyes win.
Ezekiel Elliott, and he's got an opening. Elliott off to the races. Can they catch him?
Feature the two backs as receivers, and now a downfield shot on first down for the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State strikes first. Making the judgments again, and there is Smith running free, breaks a tackle. Ohio State strikes quickly from 45 yards. Pressure comes. Shaw, knock it out, and picks it up. Jeff Shaw coming down the sidelines. Ohio State scoop and score and dagger from 82 yards.
Here they come.
Heavy pressure. Howard delivers downfield. And Smith, he's got it. Jeremiah Smith. 2025 college football national champion, Coach Ryan Day, and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Welcome in, Buckeye backers. We are bringing it to you live from Seattle, Washington, to the cornfields of Enid, Ohio. We are the pulse of Buckeye fans across the nation, with Seattle Matt and Buckeye Steve. Welcome in, Buckeye backers. Another week of football, and the Buckeyes dominated as they should. You know, this shouldn't have been a close game. It was just fun to get some people out there. This was worse than an inter-squad scrimmage, right? The talent just wasn't there for Grambling, and you noticed it from get-go. But what Ohio State did do is they dominated like they were supposed to. The one turnover was the biggest maybe flaw of the day, and if that's all you got, then we'll take it, right?
Oh, absolutely, man. I mean, you still can't complain how the team started. Let's start off with Julian Sayin, man. He went 16 for 16 before that interception. So tell me about your boy. Tell me about Julian.
Super Sayin is on fire. And it just, like, what was he, 85 point something percent? I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was the third most in Ohio State history.
Yeah, he was 18 for 19. I think that's closer to, getting close to 90% there. 306 total yards on the day. 4 touchdowns also, all in the first half pretty much, man. He was rocking outside of that one interception that you talked about.
Woo. It's athletes. I mean, you just saw that they just have athletes all over. I mean, you get into those second and third team receivers, quarterbacks, running backs, fourth, fifth team running backs, just out-athlete the team. Easy in every facet of the game. But we don't want to talk about that. Yeah, there's plenty of time to talk about the second and third stringers. Let's talk about the starters. We have Julian Sayin. He just absolutely went off. And this is something like that we've never seen. There's not been a quarterback that's been this on fire to start the season in the first 2 starts ever. I mean, nothing in my lifetime, at least, since I've been paying attention.
You're absolutely right. I mean, his second game starting, he sets an Ohio State record going 16 for 16. I mean, that's an Ohio State record.
What a sexy game today. Yeah, that's right, Alex. Yeah, bring it. Alex also joins the show on Wednesdays, so I love having Alex in here in the comments. And, man, it's just awesome. College Football Backers is got its first reporter that went to the Pitt game today, like first credentialed reporter, so that's awesome. You know, College Football Backers is 2 months old, and someone going to a game is just absolutely awesome. Today's been a great day. We're going to have our first ever College Football Backers show, but until then, after this Michigan game, we'll be talking about that. Let's get back to Buckeye football. I went on a little tangent. I'm sorry.
Man, I'm trying to make my way back. What's going on, Alex?
Right.
Well, yeah, let's talk about it, man. We talked about Sayin, but tell me about IGB, man. He has been playing clean.
Penalty-free 2 games in a row. We will take it. We will take it. Obviously, he didn't get tested much. That quarterback, he was a decent throwing quarterback. It just didn't have the athletes to really do anything with it. The quarterback looked strong. I mean, he held his time in the pocket. He moved around when he needed to. He had a ton of yards last week, but it's different when you're going against the number 1 team in the nation. And this team really looked like the number 1 team in the nation. You had some of those other teams like Clemson falling, Florida, lost. I mean, some of these teams are getting beat by teams that they shouldn't, and some of them are having close games, like Clemson. And Ohio State just dominated. They came out and showed everyone that they're number one for a reason. And Ryan Day didn't even look happy. I love the fact that
you can't take too much out of this game, man. I mean, Tuesday practice had to be more competitive than this game. So, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong, but let's pump the brakes just a little bit. But yeah, go Bucks, man. They looked dominant. They did what they were supposed to do. It is Grambling, but man, we had another big time throw and catch by Smith, man. The second longest catch in Ohio State history, man. Tell me about
87 yards. It was good to get him going and get him going quick so you could get him out and get him rested on the sidelines. He needed those 2 touchdowns kind of make up for last week. And the weird part about it is both times he was just wide open. And I think they said it on the broadcast. This is a generational wide receiver, and you're just not going to guard him with one person. He needs to be double and triple covered. All right, come on.
They might have thrown the whole team at him, and it wouldn't have mattered. I don't know, man. I don't think they had the horses.
Significant upgrade next week. I mean, it's going to be 10 times more powerful with the OU Bobcats.
Hey, they played a game today. You didn't catch that? They played a game today.
Yeah,
Rich Rod still can't get a win against these Ohio teams.
That's true. Ooh, Rich Rod still having
Ohio.
He was at least he was the coach that called him Ohio, though. I mean, that would have been real bad.
That would have looked real bad. Well, man, I got to talk about Matty P. Matt Patricia, man, and the way he hides coverage. You could see that perfect example when Downs looked like he was coming in, kind of looking like he was playing a linebacker position, then darted out right at the snap and just caught a freaking line drive for an interception. I mean, that was a perfect example of what Matty D's doing to quarterbacks.
I mean, they're definitely baiting him. I mean, you saw last week with Texas how much it confused Manning, and you saw like the defensive end. I can't remember who it was now. I think it was Bo Atkinson. Dropped back a little bit, and then he came back up and played against the run and against the pass, and I think he got pressure that time. So it looked like he was going to drop back in coverage, comes up. So they're doing a lot of scheming on that defense, and it's just like the pre-snap window dressing stuff. And I say just, but it's making a difference. It's definitely making a difference, and this defense is fast enough to kind of do that window dressing and get back into position, and they have the athletes around them to make up for it if they don't get back into the position that they wanted to be in the first place. Downs getting an interception is good for one reason. When I was listening to some pre-NFL draft stuff, some of the knock on Downs was he hadn't turned over the ball, got enough turnovers because they were like, they're not going to take him, top 10 in the draft if he's not getting the defense the ball back. And I was like, that's kind of nitpicky, but hey.
Hey, when people say that, man, I'd be like, hey, hand me that mic before you get your bullshit all over it. Like, come on, what are we saying here? He's the most dominant defensive backfield player in all of college football this year. He might be the best defensive ball player overall this year. And okay, he's not getting interceptions, much like Dion, man. Ain't no one throwing the ball away. Every time you see a quarterback snapping the ball, there's like, where's Downs? Where's Downs?
Yep.
Where's Downs?
And saw it last week.
Still everywhere. Come on now.
You saw it last week when Manning took the whole side of the field and looked at the left side of the field because Downs was over there spotting up like he was going to pick the ball off. So he's like, I ain't even going to turn my eyes over to the right. I'm not going towards Downs. I'm going to stay right over here in the safe spot.
Yeah, anybody says that he's going to fall in the draft because he doesn't have turnovers, man, shut that mic off. You're getting bullshit all over
it. Yeah. I mean, this is a well-respected guy. I can't remember. I think it was for the Atlantic, actually. So whatever.
I'll leave that alone.
It is what it is. But yeah, I agree with you though. It's bullshit.
All right, so in this game, man, we talked about some starters. We talked about IGB. We talked about Smith. We talked about Downs. We talked about Sayin. But we know what this game was. This game was reps for not only the first string, but let's see some of that young talent, man. And I tell you what, I want to talk about Petty John. That dude out there looked like a freaking monster, man.
Dude, he looks like he was built for this. Like he's already built for it. I was thinking about that while watching him. They had that, kind of replay where they showed him at middle linebacker just in his stance, ready to go. And I was like, dude looks like a senior starter right now. I was like, fast forward 3 years or 2 years from now, what is that dude going to look like? How much of a beast is he going to be? Because he is jacked and ready to go right now.
I mean, that one just form hit on the running back.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up A gap, and he just meets him right there. It might have been A or B gap, but he just meets him full press.
Right in the hole. Yeah.
Right in the hole.
Got low. I mean, the dude was smaller than him, and he got lower. And he was just like, yep, go for a ride on my shoulder because I'm taking you down. Go ahead. Jump up here, boy.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, this gap, this is my gap. Where you going? This is my gap.
Yeah. This is daddy's gap. You need to get your butt out. I mean, awesome. And then the heads up play to go get that ball off the ground. You know, no whistle was blown. Everyone else stopped. Everyone around stopped. Petty John's like, that's my ball. This is daddy's ball. I'm taking it to the house.
Yeah, trying to do his impression of Jack Sawyer, huh?
Yeah, he did his scoop and score. I wish it was, another 60 yards. That would have been awesome. And it was against Texas. That would have been even better. But hey, he's getting primed, man. He is ready to go. The future is bright for Ohio State. The future is bright, dude. All these young pups getting action. Woo.
Let's talk about another one, man. You've been talking about him. I know you've been going to practices all summer long. You've been waiting to see this guy get some actual field time with whistles involved, with a play clock and another team on the other side of the sideline. But tell me about your boy, Bo.
Bo Jackson, cracking heads. It was like I immediately, when he went in the game, I put out a tweet and I was like, you guys are going to love Bo Jackson. And he scores immediately. I'm like, oh, man, that aged well. That aged real well. He's just so fun to watch. The next thing I really want to point out with him is, because I've talked about it before. He's explosive. He's powerful. He hits the hole hard. But then today I got another little piece of love for Bo Jackson, I guess I would say. Watching him not go out of bounds and just truck the dude on like that 50-yard run that he had. He could have easily stepped out of bounds and been like, you know what, I'm going to save myself for a little bit later. No, I want contact. I want 3 more yards. I absolutely love that in a running back. Like, I am not going down without a little bit of contact. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. This dude, there's a reason why he's getting interviews in the Woody. Like, you don't have to bring a freshman running back in there to get interviews. They're getting him prepared because he is, when the lights come on, he's stealing the show. And they said the best thing in this, I think it was Jake Butt, that was like, he's just going to get more carries as the season goes on. And he needs to get more carries. I'm telling you, this guy is Zeke in the making.
Yeah, I think we talked about this. That I think later on, towards the latter half of the season, just like he did, he's going to start coming alive week 6, week 7, week 8.
He's coming alive now. I mean, they just need to get him in there. They have to trust him to make sure he keeps that ball. Because you saw when they took him out at the goal line when he almost fumbled, he got the ball stripped going out of bounds. I think what they thought was he was trying to reach it out. And they're like, nope, we ain't doing that, man. Get out here. They talked to him. They pulled him. And then he got his second touchdown a little bit later on.
And then blocking. Obviously, the blocking is always huge. I mean, Ohio State's known for having some really good blocking running backs. That's one thing that true freshmen always struggle with. So I think he'll probably have to pick up in that game. But his talent, obviously, unreal. I mean, look at these stats, dude. 9 carries, 108 yards, 12 yards per pop. I mean, I know it's a light load with 9 carries, but that's still 12 yards a pop with 1 touchdown on a 51-yard run. Yeah,
51-yard run. That's the one where he didn't go out of bounds. That's one where he trucked the dude. He's like, forget you. I'm going to hit you. You coming into my space, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, should have said and a 51-yard run.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah, you good. I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Let's go. Who's next? Who's next in this young pups are going to bite segment?
Oh, man. So here's the one knock that I'll give Ohio State in this game and maybe even the Texas game. Not a whole lot of pressure that I've seen so far, but we had a couple. One coming from the young pup, Zion Grady.
Zion Grady bit, man. He was looking good. There was a lot of talk about him in their preseason camp and in the spring as well. He's a dude that's gonna keep shining. This is the weird part about it is all these guys, they would start at other places. Zion Grady would be a starter at anywhere else where there's not a Kenyatta Jackson or a Bo Atkinson or a Caden Curry right in front. He's going to shine. The more he gets reps, he's going to shine.
Talk about first strings, man. One thing that I noticed in this game is the tight end love, man. Sayin loves the tight end, man.
Yeah.
Like, all of them, man. I feel like all of them was out there getting their thing, man.
Well, they have enough tight ends. I mean, you talk about Jake Butt was like, this is a tight end's dream. There was 4 tight ends in the game. And then you had C.J. Donaldson, which initially came in as a tight end wide receiver. Hell yeah. Absolutely hell yeah. These Buckeyes, it's going to be fun to watch all season. I love seeing the second string guys.
I want to see Thurman out there more.
Yeah, I do. He's a freak of nature. He's a freak of nature. And I was glad to see him get that touchdown catch. Glad to see him just get some time on the field, really, because it's going to be fun to watch him. It's just so weird to conceptualize this because these guys are so much better than the first team that they brought in for Grambling. It's like, dude, what are we doing here? I'm glad we don't have any more of these games. I think we kind of needed it, really, to give some guys, a chance to get a stat line up because they started off with the number 1 team in the nation, probably the number 1 defense. Did you watch much of Texas today at all?
I didn't have a chance. I know they kind of started off a little bit slow on offense, but I think by the second quarter they were full gas.
They were humming.
They were humming.
I wonder if that's how they practice. They started off slow against us too, offensively at least.
But then they got moving, and there was no doubt of the talent gap between at all. I mean, they definitely got humming. But man, yeah, like tight ends, Kazmarek down the seam. First touchdown of the game. Thurman got his own. Yep. I feel like Sayin is going to be utilizing the tight end more than we probably have seen the last few years, and I'm excited to see it. And no matter what, you're in good hands, man. Claire, you're in good hands. Thurman, you're in good hands. Kazmarek, you're in good hands.
I don't remember seeing much from Max Claire.
He only had the 1 catch, but you already know who he is, man. Like he's got he's got some years of stat lines to go behind his. Maybe not here with the Buckeyes, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. The leading receiver in the Big Ten as far as tight ends. Yeah.
And then one thing, man, we got to talk about old Lincoln, man. He finally got to see the field. And we want to talk about kind of like the differences of what you saw when he's, the signal caller versus when Julian Sayin's a signal caller. So what did you see there?
Yeah, it looked like a lot more zone read, and you're going to get those mesh point handoffs more. I mean, I know Sayin does it too, but it looks like it's just more of the offense that they're going to run. It's almost like an Urban Meyer offense, really, like towards his end years, when Ryan Day was there, and which I think is absolutely suitable to what Lincoln Kienholz brings to the table too. Kienholz he's athletic as hell, and he can still make all the passes. You saw it today. He's throwing a good ball. He had a couple off balls, but what would you expect? He's not Super Saiyan out there going 16 of 16. Which still boggles my mind. I don't know why I'm going back to that. 16 to 16 for your second start ever.
Yeah. Even Lincoln went 6 for 7 for 71.
Yeah.
And a touchdown himself. So it was kind of a beautiful day for both quarterbacks.
I'd like to see him run more.
He to throw the ball too much. He only threw 2 attempts. 1 drop by the tight end. But other than that, man, it just looked good. Looked good all the way around.
There's not much to say other than the talent gap, right? And we're going to hammer that home because it's an FCS school. And what do you think about that? What do you think about scheduling these FCS teams?
I'm not really a fan of it. I think one thing that I think hurts college football, and I know some people don't agree with me, but the lack of big games, man. I mean, these are cool to fun. Like maybe this is the one you want. Like this is kind of like I would say taking your kid fishing. You're gonna go out there and get some little bluegill on the line and just constantly picking up a fish, right? Like this is that kind of game where you're just going to constantly score, keeps your kids engaged. But for me, I don't know. I could do without it. It's cool to see some of the stat lines, but I'd rather play another actual big boy. I think there's a lack of big games. Like even this week, it seemed like there was a lack of big games, even though there were some surprises out there and there's some good hidden gems.
Yeah, that's why I think that they do need to do like the inter squad scrimmages, which they were talking about with Dion. Like I think that would be great to have another team like this come into the house, in the preseason and do a scrimmage where people are there, at the end of a little practice, like a half or something. I think that would be great. And then you don't have to have these games during the season. The one thing that I do like is I like that the programs are able to make that money. Like bringing home that $1 million check for Grambling State is probably, it makes or breaks their program.
No, it's
I mean,
huge. It's
that's a
huge
lot of money.
for the smaller schools, man. They're like not just their football programs, but it feeds their entire athletic budget, man.
Mhm.
You're talking about giving kids scholarships because of this money that they make from playing these
Mhm.
bigger schools. Like there's obviously some big time things or good things that come out of it, but as a viewer, obviously, I think you rather, I guess I like the heart attacks where you play someone like Texas every week and it's a nail biter, but
Oh, for sure. I
but
think
I feel
it's okay if you
like
have
a
if you have
mid-range Big
one.
12 or ACC team. I think I'd definitely rather have that and play, or
Yeah.
even maybe some MAC teams or whatever.
It's okay to have someone to beat on every now and then. It's just if you do it like what Penn State's doing right now and what Indiana's doing right now. I mean, that's just it. You do 3 games of that, and come on, man. Come on, man. No one wants to watch that.
No, I agree, man. I don't know how long we want to be on this podcast, man. We all know
Let's
that
get
Michigan's in a ball game right now. It's looks like they dialed it in a little closer. It was looking a little anemic at the half, but they came out, put a score on the board.
Any last thoughts going into the Ohio Bobcats? The
All
upgrade
I'll say is
Ohio Bobcats.
I hope we're ready because it looked like the Ohio Bobcats have been ready to play the last couple weeks. Didn't really work out for them the first week, but they still played a damn good game. They beat West
Who did
Virginia.
they play week 1?
Gosh, who did they play?
No idea. No idea.
I can't remember.
Haynes just got a lucky run right now, or was that the one right before half?
It was right after half.
Right after half got one.
Yeah.
Rutgers. They played Rutgers. Yeah.
That's right. And they pushed Rutgers to the limit. That's right.
That's right. I forgot about that. Dang it. Well, the only thing that I really want to see next week, obviously, other than the win, is to see the Bobcat go down by Brutus the Buckeye. I'd like some payback.
A little
man.
payback.
I really, really would like some payback for that. It's time. It's time for Brutus to stand up for himself and take that Bobcat out, man.
He owes him one. That's for damn sure.
It is time. All right, let's get back to watching some of these games. We are going to be on here just a little bit later, and we are going to be doing a college football backers podcast. So talk about everyone in the top 25, talk about TJ and his time at Pittsburgh. So, sorry, Pitt. I know TJ is going to be mad if I say that. Pitt, the Pitt Panthers. You can't say Pittsburgh, all right? Got it. Yeah. All right.
And he is,
so
he is the heartbeat of the backers podcast and articles. He's a heartbeat, man. He's the one who makes everything pump around here. So give it up for TJ.
TJ. Yay. All right. Buckeye backers, we are out of here. We got some more football to watch. It was just a quick reaction, just like the game. The game was over quick, and so are we. We'll catch you next time, actually tomorrow morning for the morning after show. Buckeye backers are out. God bless everyone. Have a good evening.